You can see that Vancouver and Victoria right now, they're not worried about snow. They're both sitting at 10 degrees at the moment. Prince George sitting at -1. Big turnaround temperatures once again in the prairies, with Calgary now sitting at -11 and reporting snow, and Edmonton sitting at -15. At Fort McMurray, it's bitterly cold at -25. There's definitely a chill in the air in Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Winnipeg right now, sunshine, but sitting at -13. Iqaluit, way up in the north right now, sitting at -21 and reporting some snow falling on the opposite end of the scale. We have Windsor in the southwest of Ontario, which is much milder, sitting at 12 degrees. Ottawa right now sitting at 1. Montreal at -1. In Labrador, it's -17 at Labrador City, -11 at Happy Valley Goose Bay. And St. John's, that we were just talking about, sitting at 0. Here in the Maritimes right now, the provincial capital sitting a few degrees below the freezing mark. Let's take a look at our timeline for the rest of this evening and for tonight. We are going to see a little bit of cloud cover increase this evening for western areas of New Brunswick. Aside from that, we're looking at some mainly clear conditions, colder temperatures for most of the Maritimes for tonight. And for the start of the day for tomorrow, cold for all 3 Maritime provinces. A mix of sun and cloud for the province of New Brunswick, but mostly sunny for both Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia. Now, later on Saturday, as we make our way into and through the afternoon, there will be a chance of a mixture of some flurries and showers moving into northwestern areas of New Brunswick. And then heading into Saturday evening, there's a higher chance that a few more flurries could drift through other parts of that province. And that is the start of a cold front that will continue to bring a mixture of flurries and showers to other parts of the Maritimes on Sunday and bring a turnaround in temperatures as well. Because during the day on Saturday, temperatures for most of the Maritimes come up on the plus side of the scale in a very blustery south wind. We're taking a look at the wind forecast in behind me here, and you can see how the wind gusts pick up moving into and through Saturday afternoon. But look at the wind direction. It's up around from the south. So that's going to bump temperatures up from that cold start to the day. Of course, when that cold front goes through on Sunday, the temperature is going to be headed the opposite direction, and we're going to be off to a cold start to next week, Monday. Taking a look at the forecast for low temperatures for tonight, for most of the Maritimes, they'll be falling several degrees below the freezing mark or down into the minus teens. But here's a look at the high temperatures in the forecast for Saturday. And later in the afternoon, in that gusty wind, coming up between 2 and 5 degrees for northern areas of New Brunswick and central and southern parts of the province as well, with some high temperatures mostly between 3 and 5 degrees. For Prince Edward Island on Saturday, the high temperatures not quite as mild as they are for a few parts of New Brunswick, but up between around 0 and 2 degrees in that blustery south wind in the afternoon. Likewise, some eastern areas of Nova Scotia stay a little bit more on the cool side, parts of Cape Breton between -1 and +1, low single digits for the eastern shore and north shore of the mainland. Northern and central areas of Nova Scotia, though, with some temperatures that come up between 2 and 4 degrees. And into the southwest of Nova Scotia, some high temperatures there come up between 2 and 5 degrees, looking like it'll be a little bit milder around the Caledonia areas, the interior of the southwest, as well as Digby. Taking a look at the extended forecast for New Brunswick, the cold front coming through on Sunday brings flurries with it, and then that big tumble in temperatures Sunday night into Monday. And Monday's looking cold for early March. You've got a high temperature there in New Brunswick that'll likely be between -8 and -12 for most of the province. On Tuesday, temperatures held a few degrees below freezing. Some sunshine, though. Snow in the forecast for Wednesday of next week. A mix of sun and cloud on Thursday, and then some flurries expected on Friday. Here's the outlook for Nova Scotia. And again, temperatures turning milder during the day on Saturday. But on Sunday, that front's coming through. It may come through with a mixture of flurries and showers, and then temperatures get much colder Sunday night into the start of next week. Remains on the chilly side for Tuesday, a mixture of snow and rain for Wednesday, and then a mix of sun and cloud for Thursday, and a chance of some flurries, some March flurries on Friday of next week. And for Prince Edward Island in the forecast, speaking of flurries, it's what's expected on Sunday as that front comes through. Very cold to start next week. Monday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of around -10. -4 on Tuesday with sunshine, a mixture of snow and rain on Wednesday of next week, followed by a mix of sun and cloud Thursday and a chance of flurries Friday.